In step 2, we need to reverse the effects of the purchase invoice or the bank payment on the profit and loss. So to do that, we need to post a journal. To post the journal, in nominal codes, at the top of the screen, click Journal Entry. Now we'll need to enter a reference, so we'll just call this Prepay. And we need to set the posting date back to the date of the prepayment, so in this case the date of the invoice. So it needs to go into the same period. Now it doesn't have to be the exact date, so we can just do that on the end of the relevant month if necessary. So we're just going to specify 31st of January 2015, so it's the same date as the original invoice. We then come down to the nominal code, and what we want to do is remove the value or transfer the value from the expense nominal code to our prepayments nominal code. So the expense nominal code was 7100, which is our rent nominal code. I'll just leave the X reference blank and leave the department at 0, and in the details we'll type reverse prepayment. Tax code should be T9. You should find it defaults to that. So this is a non-vatable transaction. And if you aren't familiar with debits and credits, the original invoice would have debited that expense nominal code. So what we want to do is take the expense out of the profit and loss. So we do that by posting a credit. Now, if your prepayment included VAT, it's only the net value that you need to enter. It's the net value that would have been posted to our expense nominal code on the profit and loss. So it's only that value that you enter. Now we want to journal this balance to our prepayments nominal code, which if you're using the default nominal ledger is 1103. Now we'll move across to details, and we can either click the little button at the top to copy the information down, or as you gain familiarity with your function keys, you can actually just press F6 and it copies it down as well. So again, this transaction tax code should be T9. It's classed as being non-vatable, and we just want to transfer that full balance across to that prepayments nominal code. Now, as with journals and any other transactions for that matter, just have a quick check just to make sure that all the information's right. You've got the right date, the right nominal codes, and obviously the right values as well. One thing it won't let you do for journals is it won't let you save it if the debits and credits don't balance. So we'll save that, and that's it done. Now, just before we end this section of the demo, we'll just have a quick look at the profit and loss report. Now remember, in step 1, after we posted the invoice, it was only January that had an expense, and what we've tried to do is remove that expense from that profit and loss nominal code. So we're going to run it for January only. Click OK, and this time when we preview it, you'll see we've done exactly that. So in the period column and the year-to-date column for that matter, we've got nothing in the overhead section, so we've managed to remove that expense. If we just close out the profit and loss, let's have a look at the trial balance. Again, I'll run that up to the end of January to OK that. And if we zoom in, obviously it's a very small report in our example because we started with no transactions. We've now got a balance of £3,000 against our prepayments nominal code, and obviously we've got £3,000 against our creditors control account as well, which is the £3,000 that we currently owe to our supplier. So we've now completed step 2, which is to reverse the prepayment.